the tables is wide format, then we're going to restore it to make it long format.
When?
Now we can.
No, I mean, what's the reason to make it in this way?
Yes. Okay.
That's mean when.
Yes, for the test we're doing today, you don't need to. But for the mixed effect models, which is
Okay.
next maybe week or a week after, we're going to start doing that. Yes.
Okay.
Which is more efficient than repeat measure Manova, Ankova. So
The assumption would be just.
yes, we're going to control
Comparison.
for the variance covariance. You don't need to have variance covariance equal. We're going to adjust for those. So these you can do it. You can do this the multi-sample using the long format, but it's really there is no need for that.
It will be the same.
Yeah, and result it will not be different. But, yeah, but you may not test. If you want to test simplicity, then you have to do a long format.
Simplicity, no?
Yes, simplicity only. Sorry, the wide
No.
format
Why?
will not give you in the long format because in simplicity we have to put print E. This is what we get for the simplicity test. Print E. I'll take this one. Print E. This is the key for the test for simplicity. Okay. So now we can do this
Just copy.
today. Yes, if we copy this, then we need to modify it. Okay. Let's copy this.
Let's try to
And just paste it. So your SAS. So I'm gonna explain this one by one. So we can go together. And maybe
all data set name.
yes. So
And change the name.
I can. This is the code for converting wide to long. Yes. This is very important and it is skills that you may need to learn. It is part of data management. Most of the clinicians use the wide format. So in that situation, what it's going to give you, it's hard to go and do it one by one, right? To make it look like wide format. But if you use SAS, and this is the strength of SAS, by writing a small piece of code like this, in 1 second, you could convert thousands of records. So now what we need to do, first we create a new data set. This is a new data set that we're trying to create.
Lead one more.
From what? From old data set that delete. So now we can call this the new lead. Okay? Why you call it new lead? Because we're gonna change it. We're gonna make it long format. From what? From the old, which is late only. Because already exists, correct? Now, I'm going to come back again and do this. I just want to explain what's this term. Now, this is the Y. This would be on the long format, which is my outcome. I can call it late for all. How many points I have?
4.
4 points. So I need 4. If I have 5 weeks, then need 5. If I have 6, then I need 6. If I have only 2, then need only 2. So now all this I'm gonna call it the same. I'm gonna call my late level, which is gonna create a new column, is called late. Or if I put y, then it's going to be y. So this late, all equal. This would be the week 0.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. The next would be what? Equal what? Week 1. And the next would be week 4.
Yes.
The next would be week 6. And every time you put what? Semicolon. Don't forget the semicolon. Once you're done at this level, once you finish this, you say t equal 0. This is the time. So it's going to assign a new variable. It's called t for time, or you can call it time, or you can call it week. So it's going to give you a t which is assigned equal 0.
Yeah.
And then also a t equal 1. This is for week 1 if I'm assigning that. And this for t equal 2, that's for week 4. Let's say that. And this is would be a 6, something like that. Now, every time you say output, semicolon, output, semicolon, output, semicolon, output for everyone here, this is an option if you want it. If you want to drop the previous weeks, the weight over time or the late over time, you can drop them, which is the week 0, week 2, week 4, week 6. If you want to drop them, then you have to list them. If they in order, like you have this in order, week 0 till week, y0 till y3. So that means you have y0, y1, y2, y3. You don't have to list them all. You can just put this dash. It means what?
2.
من هنا لكده. But in our scenario, it's not in order. صح؟ لأن عندنا week 0, and then we jump in week 2, right?
Week 1.
And then we jump in week 4,
Yes.
and then we jump in week 6. So now you cannot use this. You have to list them one by one. All of them. This is how you're going to use this. So let's program this. I can write it here. So now this would be new date, right?
Can I put dash?
And you cannot put this
Okay.
dash, but you can put underscore, fine.
Okay.
And the old one is called late only, right? Yes. So just call it new late. And now the y, you want to call it y or you want to call it late?
Yeah.
Late. So now use late instead of y everywhere for y. Use late. Now for y0, what the mean y0? This is week 0, right? And now I have, do I have week 1 or week 2?
Week 1.
Week 1. And then week 4, right? Jumping. And then week 6, no space. Right?
No space with 1.
Yeah, this space, it doesn't matter. It still is okay, can read it. So I just wanted to, for you to see everything is in order. Now the time, and this is given by you, we are measuring in weeks, right? So you have to call it all week then. So this is week. So now all is week now. Instead of t, just put week. And now you change, this is week 0 is fine, but this is week 1, and this is week 4, and this is week 6, remember? And then output, 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 output. Semicolon, semicolon everywhere. For this, we want it to drop, right?
Week 0.
And they're not in order, so I'm gonna list them. So week 0, space, week 1, space, week 4, space, week 6, done. Now this code should work. So what's gonna happen? We produce this, it's gonna create a new data set. It's called new late. if you open new lid, you're going to see variables, one called let, which is store all the value for let. Is going to create another variable called week. Is going to store this value, which is 0, 1, 4, 6. And then it's going to store the treatments and everything. So now let's use that. Where to find the new let? In works, yes. Now this means something. If you look at the code here, what it's saying, the first one it tell you your old data set has 100 observations. Your new late has how many? 400. Why is 400? Because 4 times, yeah, 100 times 4, right? Times 1. So yes, it's 400. So now I wanted to search for this new late now. Done. How? Right. So now if you have 1,000 of record, we just switch this in 1 minute. SPSS you can do it also, but long process. It's a long process.
Is there a difference between SPSS result and SAS? Generally
No.
speaking, based on your experience.
No, it should give you exactly
The
the
same.
same. We've tried to do it in SPSS so you can learn both how SPSS doing the test simplicity and also. Okay. So good. Now we can utilize this. Even we can go further and report. If you copy this now, you can copy this. Multiple cases. Remember, we already done it. This is another way to do the testing here. It depends of the variable. So now testing here. Remember, huh? No, now new list. Alas, we're gonna switch from delete, we're gonna write new list. So this is a new list. Instead of treatment, the time would be what? Week, right? And the group would be treatment, isn't it? The left would be the same. I'm not underscore. Maybe exactly you have to the same way you write it. If it's underscore, then take it underscore. And I'm interested in interaction now. And this is I'm interested in a slice this by treatment. Now we're going to see some graphic here. This is what's important about the long format also. Now the next is I'm trying to produce a plot, of interaction plot. So I generated the long format for late. I'm going to use new late. I'm using class now. This is week I created. Treatment effect as well. So now the late that I created equal week treatment and then their interactions. What this interaction says? The effect of treatment over weeks. I'm interested in this interaction. So once I generated the result, I have to look at these interactions. LS mean for what? This is for their interactions. And this is supposed to be tested. And now slice equal treatment. So that means give me a plot and slice it by treatment over time. Okay, so once we do that, we know ODS graphic on, ODS graphic off for what? Just graphing. So running this. Look at the result here. So I give you type 1 sum square. The last one, which is type 3, always used. Again, the result agreed as before, correct? So there is significant difference between treatment on lead over weeks. P-value significance. As you can see, there is no test of sphericity, correct?
Yes.
So test of sphericity only done through the wide format, not the long format. Because there is no options for what?
Print.
For print E, yes. Now going here,
داخلين جوا.
it's showing you the differences. This is very important. It's showing you the week and the treatment. Okay, so you have 0, 0, the differences at week 0, the baseline. There is no difference, right?
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Look at, this is the baseline, right?
صح.
The A and B, the treatment, 26, 26 is exactly equal, which is good. Now, look at the time, week 1.
There is difference.
Week 1, they start difference, right?
Yeah.
Huge difference. So this is 24, and now reductions of the active treatment, right? Look at the week 4. Also, there is a reductions of the active treatment compared to the placebo. Look at the week 6. Again, they become almost no difference.
So this is the time window that drug will
خلاص, the effectiveness of the drug, there is no effectiveness. It becomes the same.
with time.
Yes, so now this is an important, I'm going to come back to this table later. I'm going to show you something in Excel, how you produce an isoplot. Looking at this now, this is the plot that I'm asking for. The plus is what? The plus is a placebo. Can you read it? The plus is a placebo, and the circle is what? The active. Look at the 0, what happened?
واحنا عندنا دوائر حمراء.
عندنا لون احمر ولا ابيض؟
والله انا ماني شايف.
أفضل. Yeah, it's easy to compare. So the plus is the placebo and the A is the active.
كله عنده اسم.
So now, most important, at the baseline, they look exactly the same, which is good. That means when they start, they equal. But now, any effect that due to what? The treatment. So after 1 week of treatment, what happened to the active? Drop the lead. Remember this 14 when we checked, or 13 maybe? Right, compared to this one. Now, after 4 weeks, still the drop. But after 6 weeks, what happened? Become almost the same. Yes.
But the difference is there. Is this difference significant?
Yes.
That's
Good.
the question.
So now we need to do what? The ANOVA says, sorry, the test that we have seen
Multiple.
for the interaction, what is it saying?
Yeah.
It's saying there is significant difference in treatment over time.
صح.
But did not tell us
Which way or which?
which one is significant, different, right? The blood shows us, but the blood not 100% sure with a p-value. There's no p-value in a plot, but if I wanted looking for a p-value, what I do next? Adding what?
P-value?
Yeah, to get a p-value. You said we're not sure about the testing here, right?
It's significant.
If I'm trying to test now, what I do? Boss, oh,
Analysis?
so for this, exactly the same. Look at this here. I need to add here what? Adjust.
Okay.
Remember the ANOVA? When we adjust equal, if you want to do Turkey or Bonferroni, we'll do it for you. So this is give you 100 of comparison, maybe. You have to compare with.
Just
So once you run this, رقم شيء. Yes, here this is the Turkey. It is complicated, but I think we
now
can
we will look
understand.
the difference based on this. Looking for the point
Yes.
week 1 and week 4,
Yes,
and see the difference between two groups
yes. To read this Turkey,
based on facts.
you need to read this.
Okay.
So
And-
now Turkey assigned for each group here, like at the baseline, A will be assigned 1.
One.
And at the baseline, the placebo will be assigned 2. So now if I want to compare the placebo and the active treatment at the baseline, I have to compare here what? 1 or 2.
Yes.
So let's do 1 or 2. Are there? This is the B value.
No difference.
No difference, remember? In the plot? And exactly the same.
Mm.
Now, if I'm going to choose the difference between here, week 1, because there is a
3,
difference,
4.
huge difference, right?
3, 4.
Week 1, A and B, so I have 3 and 4. So now look at the 3, 4. Any 3, 4. So this is a 4.
Significant.
It's down one.
Right, so this is a 3, right? And this is a 4. What the B value? Significant difference. So how we interpret this? There is a significant difference between the treatment, the active treatment, and the placebo at week 1 after treatment.
Yeah. Good. Got that.
This is what you're looking for, right? The B values? Yes. So you have to get the B value through the Turkey or the Bonferroni.
So whenever we have, just if it was
Yeah.
severity test, assume
Yeah.
Manova, looking for greenhouse.
Yes.
There is a difference, but we don't know where is the difference is. I will do. Can I
The
do?
long format.
Like, can I do in that time? Can I do adjustment? Or
Only
No.
through the long format.
stop? Then go to long.
So long format showing me this plot.
The Turkey only with the long format?
Yes, only with long format. And the testing severity only with wide format.
Genetics.
So let's say that I wanted to have a plot other than this. I don't like this plot.
حلو ممتاز.
Let's say that I'm interested in doing another plot. Nice, I want to present it in a presentation. So I'm gonna copy this part. Copy this.
Which one?
You didn't get this.
حتى أنا دكتور وأشوف الكود.
Adjust Turkey. Adjust equal Turkey. Slice 3. Slice equal 3.
مع بعض. New and then. هذه نفس المشكلة هذه just having this space
Class model, this means Brock, DLM, data equal new lead, class week treatment, week model lead equal week treatment, بعدين week multiply by treatment. صح؟ بعدين SMS week multiply by treatment slice or هذه adjust equal 2k slice equal treatment. مظبوط
يعني بس الزيادة عليها adjust equal to key.
yes